Hello everyone, welcome to Crafty Kaylee Creations. I'm Kaylee. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've been enjoying my videos, and welcome back to my regular subscribers. The last time I left you, which was a month ago, was I'm making another Japanese style inspired rice bag. So I've got the four sides done, so I'll just go over those with you. As I said, well, you saw me cut up a vintage tablecloth, embroidered tablecloth, so I have added more embroidery stitches into it using very similar colours. They're obviously not exactly the same because it's very old, but I think it blends in quite well. So that was one. And another one from the tablecloth. And I have quite a few crinoline ladies. They're mostly in cream and white. I do have some bigger version ones, I think in red and blue. What else did I come across? Anyway, and then I found this one amongst my laces. All of these things I bought so long ago, I don't know half the things I've got, to be honest. So I've added that in there. I think she looks pretty amongst the flowers. And I added some little beads into the middle of the bigger flowers. This doily was one of my grandma's, and I decided, well, I remember when I was very young and we'd go to grandma's all the time. Every second Sunday we'd be there for Sunday lunch, and she made her own custard, of course, her own mayonnaise, everything like that. And she'd have these jug doilies over them with the beads attached. This is just false because I had these beads and I've just added them on, but I think it looks quite good. So there wasn't really any other stitching on that one. That's all I did. Left it quite plain. This one I've added the hexagons to, and I just put a couple of little flowers in opposite corners there. So that's the four, and this is how they will be on the bag. Well, that will go that way. That will go that way, and I just did a cream base, doing some bordeaux stitching across in the purple. So that's how it will be. Now, when I sew these together, I do it on the sewing machine, so I won't be able to leave the video on for that. I'll turn it off, but I'll come back and show you once it's done. The previous bags that I've made, I've always sewn the four sides together, and then I add this in last. However, this time I have decided I am going to add each piece onto the base, and then I will sew the sides. What you must remember, which is when I do it the other way as well, don't sew all the way down to the bottom. Leave a 1/4 inch seam. So I've marked everything. That will go like that. So I've marked them all to just sew down to the 1/4 inch seam, so that when I sew them together, I've got that 1/4 inch seam there for them all to meet. Otherwise you get into all sorts of strife. So I will do that, and for the lining, I generally just put a plain colour when I'm doing linings on the other bags I have, and I just thought it might be nice to put in one of my fabrics that has lovely flowers on it, very similar tonings. However, I got cutting and I had cut out 4 and realised I didn't have enough fabric for the bottom, or the 5th one, whichever one. However, I could have Frankensteined a piece and put it together, but I didn't really want to do that. I have pieces of that left, but not enough for the whole square. So I found this nice little one. It's got gorgeous little roses on it, and the pinks match with all the colours, so that will be the base. Okay, I'll sew that together and I will come back and show you shortly. Hello, I'm back. Well, what's been a few moments for you guys has been a couple of hours for me. So I've put it all together. I've gave it a press, and I didn't use a pressing rag. And there was a little bit of rubbish on my iron. It will come off. Anyway, all done. So I haven't decided yet what I want to use for the pulls. I've put this sari silk in at the moment, but I'm really not loving it. That was my first idea, but I don't know. It just looks a bit ratty and I'm not happy, to be honest. But it's all made. So what do you think? I love it. I'm really happy with it. It's the smallest out of all the ones I've made. I'm not sure what I'll keep in it yet. I have got fabrics in all my others. So that's what I will put in it, fabrics, but I'm not sure which fabrics yet. As you can see, look at the different size between this one and this one. This one's made with Robin Pandolph fabrics, which I'll just pan out a little bit, even though you can see a little bit of mess. Yeah, so this is my one. This is the one I've just completed. So you can see the size of that. I've decided now I'm not using that sari silk. I don't like it. With my others, I put this cord in it. But look at the difference in sizes. And this one I made quite large because I keep this range of my Robin Pandolph fabrics in it. So it's full, as you can see. Should put a few down the sides actually, so it's not so high. So I will put my cord in it. I love this one. She's beautiful. So soft, the colours, and I love the pinks and greens. Yeah, and my little tulips on the ends. So that's got my Robin Pandolph fabrics in it. This one I made in red, cream and blue, and it's mostly Bordeaux style, and I've got Japanese fabrics in it. Have a lot of my Japanese kimono fabrics that I bought from the Nishijin fabrics in Kyoto, where they make all the kimono fabrics. So I've got all those and lots of other Japanese fabrics. I love these little tulip pulls. Yeah, so I am really happy with that. I just love the colours. So I made these where the pulls go through a lot wider than my others. I generally make them a little bit smaller, but I do like the wider ones. So yeah, I'm not going to, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull that out now. And I just do not like that at all. Was my initial thought, because I thought it'd be good to use up some of the sari silk. But no, I don't like it. So the lining looks nice nice and colourful and bright in there. So I will look at that. Another project finished. Oh, this is my ort jar. It's a big ort jar. I also wanted to just show you, I put some items in our local show, the Caboolture show, and I won a first prize ribbon for my Memories of Japan, the 100 stitching days that I did. If you haven't seen it, you can go over and on a past video. I'll just flick through quickly now. Kimono fabrics in there. So I got a first for that, and I also got a first for my Boro and Shishiko thread roll. However, I don't know. Whoever was typing this up has got Boro stitched bread roll. It's not a bread roll, it's a thread roll. And I have threads in there, not bread. Maybe it could have been a little bit bigger. You see, I've got this really big one as well that I'd made, and it's overflowing with threads. Might have to make a third one at this rate. And this is overflowing with threads. I just have so many. So that was exciting. I was very surprised and happy and excited when I went and collected those from the show. So I'll just pop those over here out of the way. Just something else I wanted to show you quickly before I finish off is I was going through a drawer the other day. Now, back in 1992, I said to my grandmother I would love her chest, timber chest. I'll show it to you one day, but and my pop had given it to Grandma when they were courting in the 1930s. So it's very old. It's coming up to antique. I believe things that are over 100 years old are classed as antique. So it's not too many more years till it's going to be antique. And I just loved it. And I said to Grandma I would really love that one day. And she said, "Oh, Kaylee, you can take it now. There's only one stipulation. You have to take everything that's inside of it." And there were lots of wonderful things that I went through, and some things I'd just put away. And I have this, which I don't even remember looking at it before, because Grandma did a lot of crochet. As I said, I've got her crocheted and tatting doilies that I use in a lot of my projects. And I came across this. It's on an old calendar by the looks of things. And this is her handwriting, which I know because I used to receive a lot of letters from her. And she's written out a pattern for this. There's a rusty old pin on, I think it's actually a rusty old needle or pin or something in there. And so whether she had written it out just so that she could remind herself what the pattern was or what it was for, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to understand all the writing. I might have a go. But this looks like it's for maybe 10 treble join, first row, second row, fourth row. And I'm not sure what it's for, because here it says waist and then next. So I'm not sure what all of that is. Anywho, I just thought it would be nice to show you. I've got this lovely, the writing of Grandma's, and then this gorgeous little square, so I haven't taken the rusty pin out yet. However, I will, and I'm going to give this a little wash up, and I'll use it in a little project. I thought that'd be nice. And I don't really have much else to show you except, no, that's about it for now. So I will end off, say goodbye for another day. I just wanted to show you this that I had finished and put together. I'm so happy because it's been sitting here for so long. I haven't been able to get in down to my studio. I've had, well, life happens. There's lots of things that's been going on, and today's the first day in quite a few weeks I've been able to do anything. So I just wanted to update you and show you that, and please like my video, leave a comment. I will send you a reply. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you for stopping by. Bye for now.